Rogers first set day at your 2026 National Bank Open presented by Rogers. Our players are on their way to center court. Please welcome from Czechia, Sarah Bejlek.
Well, Sada Bejlek is having a really good season. A debut title at Abu Dhabi and back-to-back quarterfinals last month.
And her opponent from Poland, Iga Swiatek.
Yeah, rousing reception for Iga Swiatek, who's struggling a little for form lately, but she's a former world #1 and has 25 career titles, so will always be a threat. So good afternoon, welcome along. Day 3 at the 2026 National Bank Open presented by Rogers. My name is Mark Valley. Thank you for joining myself and Anna Smith here on centre court for this first match, which is an interesting one, Anna. Swiatek could be a little vulnerable this afternoon against an opponent in Bejlek who has had a good season and is in good form right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you know, if you're going to play Iga Swiatek, the first round, the first match on hardcourt is always the one to play. And for Bejlek, she's such a crafty player, isn't she? She doesn't necessarily possess a lot of pace, but she's a lefty. She's got every shot in the book. So this could be a tricky one for Swiatek.
Yeah, Bejlek is very pacey as well around the baseline, gets a lot of balls back. So yeah, I think when Iga Swiatek looked at the draw, she probably rolled her eyes and thought, well, this is going to be a bit of a tricky one.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you just look at the way that she's been playing. It's not the Iga Swiatek that we know. It's been about 10 months since she last won a title, which is really unheard of in her career. So she's going to be looking to try and get some form here, just get a few wins under the belt, and just try and take a little bit of confidence into this hardcourt swing.
Yeah, so last year, the last time Iga Swiatek won the title, there's a long wait for a player of her quality.
Yeah, this is Sarah from Czech Republic. Iga, today we have 3 kids join us. This is Michael, Hansen, and Victoria. Okay, before we start, just conditions for this tournament, we use live ELC system, review everything, including football. Close calls will go on the big screen. You will see on the side there, and side there, okay? And 2 locations for the shot clock. You will see there and there for the point clock. Okay, and the last one will be, we have a VR. So if there's a situation we need to review, we can even review after point finish. And towel arrangement, you are going to use blue. You're going to use red. Any questions? No? Okay, Hassan, would you like to ask Sada to choose? It's Tennis Canada or National Bank? National Bank or Tennis Canada? Go ahead. That'll be Tennis Canada. Yeah, your call. Yeah. That side? Your serve. Okay. Have a good match. Can we take a picture with them before we go? Yeah.
There we go, formalities over. And it was Swiatek winning the toss, choosing the end actually, so Bejlek electing to serve. It is the National Bank Open presented by Rogers here in Toronto. Sada Bejlek up against Iga Swiatek. And whoever does come through this match, they will face either Donna Vekic or Victoria Golubic. That match actually getting underway now on court number 4. We will, of course, keep you updated with any news from there. So there is Sada Bejlek from Czechia, 20 years of age, inside the world's top 40. At 38, has been a little higher, up at 34. Certainly had an interesting last year or so. The highlights coming through qualifying to the second round of Roland Garros just over a year ago, and a quarterfinal at Prague as well in July last year. But her biggest achievement came in February at Abu Dhabi, where she surged through qualifying and then won the title by seeing off Ekaterina Alexandrova in the final, dropping just the 1 set all week. There was a dip after, but Anna, back-to-back quarterfinals last month at Athens and Prague, show that Bejlek is beginning to look dangerous and find that early season form again.
Yeah, she is. I think obviously the highlight, as you said, was that Abu Dhabi victory, and I think it all came at once for her a little bit. All of a sudden she had a target on her back, and it was a different mindset as well. Shot up the rankings, and I think she's just starting to find her feet again.
Yeah, absolutely. And her opponent here, Iga Świątek, 25 years of age, from Poland. Feels like she's been around forever. Iga only 25. I was slightly caught out by that. Number 8 in the world, former world number 1, 7th seed this week. And, well, like Bejlek, it's been an interesting couple of years anyway for Świątek. When she won her 4th French Open in 2024, few would have predicted would have to wait another year or over a year for her next title, but it came on the biggest stage when she won Wimbledon in 2025. A couple of titles followed, Cincinnati and Seoul. This season, well, she's been stuck at the quarter-final stage quite a lot, 4 times in total before getting to the semi-finals in Rome. Still no finals this year. And Anna, when I saw that, I had to sort of read it again. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, me too. I think, you know, the way that the last few years have gone, we have such high expectations for her, and she has such high expectations for herself as well. So when she's only making sort of the quarters and semi-finals, you think, what's going on here? But I'm sure she's going to be eager to turn that around, and this is a good opportunity for her here.
Yeah, eager will be eager, that's for sure, to try and find some, try and find some form. But yeah, it's just a good indication, isn't it, of the ceiling she has, that when she gets to quarterfinals, we're all thinking, oh, that's a bit below par, but still, goodness me.
Yeah, I know. It's tough, isn't it, when you have such high expectations, and from the crowd and from everyone else, and she will place those expectations on herself as well.
Yeah, I mean, she's got the advantage, and a recent advantage as well, beating Bejlek at Roland Garros a couple of months ago, only 5 games dropped, but I think at that point Bejlek was struggling after that big win, as Anna was saying, at Abu Dhabi, to find her feet, find some form, and getting to those quarterfinals at Athens and Prague, I think, has settled her down very nicely. And good afternoon as well. Let us not forget our umpire, Wan Zhang. What is a lovely day again.
1 minute.
The leaden skies of day one, or a distant memory. It was beautiful yesterday, beautiful today. 22 degrees Celsius, around about on par for where we should be in this part of the world. The wind, though, it was gusty yesterday, 19 kilometers an hour today. Something to look out for as the day goes on. And speaking of the day, update you with what we've got coming up here today on Centre. Some fabulous matches. Marta Kostyuk, Catherine Seabov, and Sabalenka against Uchiyima, and Lana Tadadou against Amanda Anisimova will finish the day off later on. Now, win probability, always fun when this comes up. We'll have a look. Świątek should be favourite. Over to you.
I mean, I was expecting Świątek to be the favourite. I wasn't quite expecting it to be that significant, but we'll see if it's correct or not.
Absolutely. The supercomputer maybe knows something that we don't, but maybe someone should tell Sada Bejlek of that prediction. That might just fire her up, because, yeah, that is getting Świątek a heavy advantage, but we shall see. The match almost good to go. So it is the National Bank Open, presented by Rogers. Second round action here on centre court. Sada Bejlek against Iga Świątek. So beautiful day. Settle back and enjoy it with us. 4 fabulous matches to look forward to here on centre court. Starting with the number 7 seed, former world number 1 Iga Świątek, up against another tremendous Czech player. So many of them on tour at the moment. And Sada Bejlek most certainly up there with the real prospects that are coming through. So this will be a tough one for Iga Świątek. And it will be the Czech player Sada Bejlek to get this first match of the day off and underway. Oh, it's a lovely flick of the wrist. Swiatek was made to work very hard for that first point.
I think that's a sign of what's to come as well from Bejlek. Showing all the shots in the book, but just didn't quite do enough with the volley. But Swiatek's going to have to be ready for the unexpected today.
Never beaten a top 10 player. Sada Bejlek, twice she's played them. Rebekina Madrid a couple of years ago, and of course Iga Swiatek a couple of months ago at Roland Garros.
You can see early doors there, Bejlek targeting the Swiatek forehand. That does generally tend to be the side that breaks down under pressure.
Nothing wrong with that forehand though. And some early break points for Swiatek to look at.
Well, she's come up with such good intensity, which is what we expect from Swiatek. She's hitting that forehand well early on.
Yeah, that's set up so nicely. Oh, magnificent start. Well, Swiatek has come out of the traps really quickly. Very, very impressive indeed. Never won this title. Semi-final 3 years ago. Her best showing over in Montreal. Lost to Jessica Pegula on that occasion. But the majority of her titles have come on this surface. 14 of the 25 have come on hard court. And she has lost a little bit, hasn't she? And there we see actually her hard court wins in the last 6 years, 209. But in the last year or two, she kind of has lost that aura of invincibility, hasn't she? But should never, ever be underestimated.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, when you look at the amount of wins, 209 in just the 6 years, you can understand why she's been so effective on this surface.
And she started very well here this afternoon. An immediate breaker serve. Just overpressing a little bit in these early stages, Bejlek.
That's something that Swiatek forces you to do with how well she covers the court. It's so hard to get the ball past her.
Oh, well, it's all just coming off at the moment for Swiatek. Well, that's exactly how you want to back up a breaker serve. Holding your own to love. Swiatek in no time at all. Leads to love. Looks very refreshed, doesn't she, Swiatek? I think she's been on holiday, hasn't she, or something, on social. She looks like she's, yeah, come back rejuvenated.
She's got a bit of a Greek glow, hasn't she? I think she spent a little bit of time in Greece with some friends just to switch off after Wimbledon. Obviously a slightly earlier exit than she had hoped for.
Lost to Alexandra Ayala, didn't she? And of course, Ayala finally getting her first main tour title at Washington yesterday. It's been a tough start for Bejlek. Got to try and weather the storm. We always say it in this situation where you're being overpowered and you've lost an early serve. Just find a way to hold serve no matter how. Don't let your opponent get out of sight too quickly. What can you do though?
Yeah, not much at the moment. I think the problem as well for Bejlek is she's playing the top returner in the game this season. You look at the numbers for Swiatek, she's #1 in terms of return games won percentage, #1 in terms of return points won, and #1 in terms of second serve return points won. It doesn't make good reading for Bejlek.
Forcing a lot of mistakes at the moment, Swiatek. This is what Iga does. She can take games away from you very quickly. We've seen it over the years, and she looks in the mood. More break points on offer here. Better from Bejlek.
And that's how good it's having to be. She is really just having to let go on that forehand. She's got to try and be so aggressive, and you see how good it needs to be, clipping the line. And even then it comes back and she's got to put another ball away.
That is pressure on the second serve beginning to show its hand. And Iga Swiatek, well, what a start. A double breaker serve. And she leads 3-love and only 10 minutes on the clock.
Visit rogers.com/beyondtheseat to learn more.
These 2 lucky Rogers customers just got a Beyond the Seat upgrade to sit courtside. Rogers customers get exclusive access to the best sports and entertainment experiences. To learn how you can win a Rogers Beyond the Seat experience, visit rogers.com/beyondtheseat. Enjoy those courtside seats.
Time.
Very impressive from Iga Swiatek.
Love 15.
Better from Bejlek.
She was able to take that return on. Wasn't a lot of pace on that second serve. It sat up in the forehand slot at shoulder height.
Very good and very quick recovery from Swiatek.
And that return's just not going to get it done. Tried to go big through the middle of the court, just didn't get the pace or the length.
Got there, just couldn't quite wrap the racket around it.
And she still makes it though, doesn't it? As I said earlier, it takes so much to get the ball past her. But that's a bit better from Bejlek. Can she try and make the move forward, shorten the points a little bit more?
Slams the racket in frustration again. Bejlek, she knows the importance of this game. Swiatek gets the second breaker serve backed up. It's going to be a long way back for the Czech player. Yeah, and another sobering statistic really for Bejlek is Swiatek. The record is so good in these opening round matches at 1,000 level. Only lost once in the last 35 opening round matches. That was this year though, beaten by Magdalena in Miami. Her only other opening round loss this year was at Bad Homburg to Emma Navarro. So very, very hard to beat. Oh, well, that was an absolute beauty, right down the line.
I mean, this is just relentless hitting from Swiatek, isn't it? It wasn't actually a bad serve. Well, she just rifles it down the line. Well, it's just a second unforced error from Iga Swiatek.
So a couple of chances to finally get this first game on the board. It's been a long time coming. Still not there yet either.
Well, Swiatek's just so reluctant to just give one game away in this set, isn't she? Every single point she brings the same intensity, and I've been so impressed with the way that she's hit her forehand in these early stages. She's been aggressive, she's flattened it out a little bit more.
This is what the great players do. They don't take their foot off the gas. Swiatek 4-love and comfortable, but 5-love would be nicer. Oh dear, back in trouble again. Not an easy watch for the coaches either. Oh, wow. Would have expected it to go the other side there, maybe just trying to catch Bejlek out, but that is a let-off for the Czech player.
As you said, I think the space was in the opposite corner. I think she was trying to hope that Bejlek was going to make the move, but she sort of stuck there and then felt like she had to do a little bit more with that forehand.
Swiatek is making this as tough as she can for Bejlek. It's giving her absolutely nothing. No easy points, certainly no easy games for Bejlek. Another chance for Swiatek to extend the lead. And she did miss that chance. So Bejlek was looking good a few moments ago to close the gap to 4-1, but Swiatek having none of it. She's extended her lead to 5-love.
Archery. Our court service partner is proud to support the National Bank Open. Play your court over. Every time a player earns an ace in Toronto, $15 will be donated to help restore more than 100 courts across Canada by 2030. National Bank, building the future of Canada.
Time.
Well, Bejlek is very much now in the realms of trying to avoid the dreaded bagel and give the set some sort of respectability, but the odds are really stacked against her.
I think the worrying thing for Bailik as well is I don't think she's actually played that badly in this opening set in terms of ball striking. I think she's tried to do the right things, just nothing's gone her way at the moment.
Swiatek just started so well. Quickly was 3-love up, and Bailik, I think, was a little shell-shocked at that first sit down. And not holding serve to close it to 4-1, I think, is just about knocked the stuffing out of her in this first set anyway. That's a lovely touch.
I haven't seen that too often. Hasn't been able to use the drop shot. She's been pushed so far behind the baseline. And this time she finds a little bit of length on the forehand. Is able to get Swiatek on the stretch. Finishes it nicely with the droppy.
Well, if Swiatek does wrap this up 6-love, it'll be a 40th set at this level with that scoreline. Level with Conchita Martinez, trailing only Martina Hingis on 52 and Serena Williams on 50. Yeah, and a tremendous set of tennis from Iga Swiatek. Came out with real intention, and then when Bailik looked to threaten, Swiatek just found another gear. It's emphatic from Iga Swiatek, not even half an hour, and she has romped through the opening set.
I think you summed it up as well there, didn't you? It's just the intensity that she came out with. Bailik just wasn't able to live with it, and she's just relentless. When she gets a lead, she does not relinquish it. Well, you take a look at those numbers there, no surprise, all in favour of Iga Swiatek. 7 winners and just the 3 unforced errors. She gives you absolutely nothing. And for Bailik, I said she hadn't really played such a bad set. She was trying to be aggressive from the get-go. I think the danger is when you're playing against Swiatek, you just want to over-press, and I think she needs to go back to basics, just try and build the point. But for Swiatek, she is in ruthless form today.
Absolutely. Well, Bailik will be hoping set 2 is a chance to reset. The only way is up, really, for Bailik. But will Swiatek give her a chance? We'll find out. Set 2 on the way in a couple of moments.
Time. Second set. Bailik decision.
Suffice to say, a good start is a must hit for Sada Bailik. Oh, she got there. Well, that'll make you feel better. Yeah, guess it is a bit of a popcorn match and plenty in that bag.
For Swiatek, she's going to want to keep the momentum here. Doesn't want to allow Balick to get any confidence. Just pulling up on that forehand. And we haven't seen too many of those unforced errors in this match so far.
Well, deja vu here for Balick, 40-15 up when she was trailing love 4 in the first set and didn't manage to hold there. Would dearly love to hold here. Didn't take the first chance. Ouch, that is a painful one.
That's a couple of times she's had 40-15 on her serve. Been pegged back to deuce.
Well, they know, don't they, in her corner. And I'm sure Balick knows as well that if this game slips away, it could be big, big trouble for her. Gone wide, and yet another chance here for Swiatek to break.
Well, it's not a nice feeling as well when you're playing someone who just doesn't give you anything. You're barely getting any unforced errors.
And again, another mistake, and the look says it all. Balick's problems are getting greater and greater. The mounting is getting steeper and steeper. 7 games in a row for Iga Swiatek, and she is now well and truly in charge of this match.
Well, this is a very long way back now for Balick. I think she's also caught between a rock and a hard place in terms of tactics. You know, the way she's playing, trying to go for winners, isn't really her style. She prefers to take her time to build the point, but against Swiatek, she is just not finding a way to get her off balance.
Said at the start of the match, whoever does win this, Donna Vekic or Victoria Golubic, will be lying in wait. Their match a much tighter affair over on court number 4 at the moment. Going with serve, it is 3-all in the opening set. So new balls. Swiatek looking to back up another breaker serve. And the danger that Bejlek has here is that Swiatek might fancy a statement win.
Quite possibly. She's been known to get a love and love victory from time to time, hasn't she?
And it just sends a message as well to the rest of the field. If you're winning love and one, or even love and love, against a player like Sada Bejlek, who's having a good season, it certainly tells the rest of the field that you're here and you mean business. But she has such an incredible mindset, doesn't she? Possibly, I think, the best or one of the best front runners on tour.
Oh, absolutely. I think she's just relentless. I don't think there's ever really a drop in intensity. And at the rate she's going, what are the chances she's going to be finished before her potential opponents even finish the first set?
Yeah, every chance. Certainly a tight match, Vekic and Golubic, as we thought it would be, actually, on court 4.
Just going back to your point as well about her laying down a marker, I think she would like a statement victory and a statement week as well. I think it's been a fairly average season by her standards, and she'll really want to be looking to push on for this second part of the season.
Yeah, 4 quarterfinals, 1 semi-final. Terrible.
I know, very average, like I was saying. But again, we go back to that about the standards that she set for herself. She expects to be winning titles season in, season out. So for her to not win one in 10 months, that really is a drought.
Just not winning any of these key points, Bejlek. So, another game on the board. Swiatek backs up the break, cruising here on centre court.
There's just been a few more unforced errors from Swiatek. Only 3 in the entirety of the first set, already up at 5.
Well, you do feel it's now or never for Bejlek in this match. Has to hold it. It's a lovely serve out wide, best serve she's had of the match.
Oh, a clever mix-up as well. Choosing to go for that serve and volley for the first time. You could just see the body language as well after she'd hit that volley winner. Just trying to G herself up a little bit, just get something going.
I was in big trouble there with that drop shot. Far too much air on it. And Swiatek was there so quickly.
Well, she telegraphed it, didn't she? It was obvious she was going to look to play the drop shot, change the grip early on, and as you said, got way too much height. And how quickly does Swiatek move up to that ball?
It looked like it was going to just creep over, but when you're 6-love, 2-love down, it never creeps over. So another chance. Swiatek has had so many in this match to get herself in charge. This would be 9 games in a row, and surely no way back for Bejlek. It's a better drop shot, much better drop shot. Not even Swiatek's getting to that one.
Oh, well, she did get to it. And she had the chance. But again, Bejlek going for the drop shot. She's almost just having to risk it all now, isn't she?
Oh dear. She just cannot win these juice points. Keeps finding herself under pressure.
Is she going to maybe look to try and do the serve and volley again like we saw on the previous break point?
Well, the pattern isn't changing. Swiatek is just winning game after game after game, and Bejlek is trying her best, but she cannot get past Iga Swiatek. 3-love then, she leads set 2. over 3/4 of an hour. That's all we've been on centre court for. Yeah, might as well try and mix it up, come to the net, make something happen. Got to try and get a game on the board.
I've been impressed though with Bailik, and just in terms of the body language as well. She hasn't given up. She's kept trying to do things. She's tried to maintain that positivity.
Very coolly done.
Oh, it wasn't an easy overhead. Bailik got a lot of height on that one. Swiatek did really well with the feet under the ball.
Well, when they met at Roland Garros a couple of months ago, Bailik only won 5 games. Should do well to get anywhere near that now.
She's been a little bit reluctant, Swiatek, on that forehand to change direction down the line. She's had a tendency to go cross court, and once again there's a lot of space into that forehand corner for Bailik.
There's been a pattern in this match, the 30-alls and the deuces. Bailik just hasn't won enough of them, and Swiatek quickly gets herself into winning positions. Cannot change the narrative at all here, Bailik.
And there it is again with that forehand. Felt like the space was down the line. Just hasn't wanted to really hit that shot today.
So here's a chance, the most unexpected chance as well. Get a first game on the board on the Swiatek serve. A little clench of the fist there like that from Swiatek, as if to say, no, not on my watch.
No, she closes the door quickly. She does not want to get broken in this match.
No, doesn't want anything to take the shine off this performance. Oh, well, I think Bejlik just took a little step there that forced Swiatek down the line, and a misjudgment.
I don't know, there's a little wry smile there from Swiatek. The last couple of drop shots, she's, especially on that backhand side, she's not made a play. She got there in plenty of time, though.
There you go. Finally the game on the board. And of all the times to get it, it's on the Swiatek serve. So, relief for Bejlik. There will be no double bagel. But it's still an awful long way back here. Still trailing a set and 3-1.
She's done well. Just finds a way to stick in this second set and just gives herself a chance of even attempting to turn this match around.
Oh, lovely angle from Swiatek there.
Maybe just a little bit more extra care on that one. She'd missed the previous couple of backhands that she'd got up to. This time there was no way she was going to miss this one.
What a tremendous point! And another shot in the arm for Bejlik.
Well, you wonder, could this be the start of something? And for once, she's coming out on the right end of one of these longer exchanges, and Swiatek just doing nowhere near enough with that. She gave Bejlik another chance, and this time she finds the backhand pass.
Well, who knows? Bejlik can come through this game. Who knows indeed? Ooh.
That's the first time the forehand really has looked shaky. It was halfway down the net, wasn't it, that error? It's funny how momentum can just shift very quickly.
Yeah, it really can. And I think as well, when you've won so many games in a row and then you lose one, it can almost hurt that little bit more. And this was such an important game for Bejlik to try and get through quickly, and she is. Could have a match on her hands here. We could have a match on our hands big time. Back-to-back games for Bejlik, just what she needed. Swiatek still has the lead and a break, but all of a sudden, feels a little bit closer. Well, just a couple of minutes shy of the 1 hour mark. And momentum potentially beginning to shift. Big service game coming up now for Iga Swiatek.
That forehand just starting to look a little bit shakier, isn't it? 12 unforced errors now in this second set. The majority in this match have come from the forehand side for Swiatek.
What's gone wrong?
Yeah, good question. Just the intensity's dropped off, and there you can just see 11 out of the last 15 points for Bailik. What a momentum shift it has been, and I wonder if that game at 3-love is just playing in the back of her mind. If she'd have got that 4-love lead, you think is pretty much done and dusted.
Yeah, you have to give Bailik all the credit, and you made the point earlier on, is the fact that she wasn't playing too badly. She played her game, she tried to adjust, she mixed it up, she stayed positive, and she's earned this chance and taken it. She didn't just sit back and let the match get away from her, feel sorry for herself. She's kept fighting. It's got a little bit messy from Swiatek, and this is not a good service game. Well, plenty of eager fans here, and she might need them. Oh, too good in the end from Swiatek.
Oh, such a quality point, especially considering the last 5 minutes or so. That forehand really has gone missing. The errors have come, but this time she backed herself, she stayed aggressive, and she chose to go down the line with the forehand. We haven't seen that enough from her in this match.
Oh, tremendous from Swiatek there, staying in that point. Huge game now, this 6th game.
Oh, it really is, and if she can just find a way to get out this game, save those couple of break points, she'll have wrestled back the momentum.
Oh, she's made it. So another chance for Bailik. My word, she is fighting away here. Bailik determined to get herself level for the first time in the match.
Swiatek coming to show all her fighting qualities here as well. And backing herself once again on the forehand.
Oh, would have backed her to make that one. So another chance to make it 3 games in a row. Absolutely out of this match. 6-love, 3-love down, but goodness me, could be right back in it in a few seconds. Oh, but still Swiatek not letting it happen, determined to get this momentum back.
Just the footwork around the ball again. Just those adjustment steps getting her in the perfect position. You can see here the footwork around it, and she just throws herself at the forehand.
What a second serve. That is gutsy.
Well, you said it. Literally clipping the outside edge of the line. She had to be brave on that one. Saw Balick lining up for the forehand.
Well, both players know how important this game is, and they are not giving it up without a fight. Head and shoulders the longest game of the match, this one. Ooh. So, Balick again. The opportunity presents itself. Break point number 5 goes begging, and I think Balick knows that the match pretty much now hangs on this game. She's had so many chances to get it all square, to get herself back in the equation. If she lets Swiatek get in front again, you can't see Swiatek letting that one slip away. And here is her chance.
Well, she can't afford these unforced errors on the returns. A couple of missed opportunities here. As you said, this is pivotal, this game. Had the chances to break back, and you just feel if Swiatek's just able to get that advantage again.
Wow. Well, this is some game now. I don't think any of us saw this coming. 6-love, 3-love. It looked like a procession for Swiatek, but like I said before, credit to Bailey. She dug in, she stuck in there. And all of a sudden, Iga Swiatek has got a real battle on her hands, both on the court and also psychologically here. That's wide. And there again, body language just dipping slightly, looking more frustrated.
Well, understandably so. I mean, racking up the unforced errors in this second set. She's already up at 18. And Bailik's been the complete opposite. She's given away just the 6.
Speaking of 6, break point number 6. Oh, it's not taken. I just saw your hands go in the air. You're feeling every shot, aren't you?
I know, I'm living every second with them. Oh, it's just the tension out here, palpable. For both players as well. Bailik sensing the opportunity, Swiatek just willing herself to get this hold of serve.
Oh, well left, just about got the racket out the way. Well, Swiatek in the early part of this match was enjoying life on centre court. Suddenly has to really focus and dig in to try and get her authority back. Well, stunned disbelief.
We can't quite believe what we're seeing. And this forehand really has just gone missing in this second set. It was looking so good in the opening 9 games, really.
Well, Bailik earlier in this match couldn't buy a breakpoint opportunity. In this 6th game, they are coming at her thick and fast. Conversion rate not great though, but 7 of the 8 have come in this game alone. Will it be a lucky 7 to get us all square? Oh, it's gone through it. Tried to get across to meet that on the forehand, but just couldn't get across.
Well, she ended up doing well just to get out of the way of the ball. It kept chasing her, didn't it? Almost ended up on the floor.
Oh, we've seen it all, haven't we? Familiar scoreline. Back to juice we go for the 9th time. This is a proper momentum shifter, isn't it? This game now.
I think the thing, I just can't quite believe how much the forehand has fallen off, especially with how good she was, and this really has been a complete turnaround.
Any plans today?
Sit and watch this one and hope this 6th game finishes at some point.
Yeah, 10th juice now. Just going through my own personal memory bank. 21 juices, I think. Had a couple of years ago in Cluj. I can't remember who was playing, but we've got to 10 already, and you just feel like both players are getting very nervy when the opportunity comes along to win this game. Whose chance will come next? It's going to be Bejlik. I think the problem Swiatek's got now is that she's gone from potentially having a statement win and a real boost of confidence. This is now going to be a damaging result, whatever happens, because she's just fallen away so dramatically from a commanding position. She's pulled it wide and back we go again.
Well, let's hope we don't reach 21, but we do wonder who's going to have the confidence to get over the line in this game. And as you said, I think the worrying thing now for Swiatek, no matter what happens in this match, is just the size of the wobble in this second set.
Oh, I thought it was the right shot initially, just didn't play it well enough. Swiatek is so quick.
Well, at moments like this, she's just having to rely on her movement, isn't she? And this one here, just staying in the rally, finds a way to make an extra ball back in the court. And once again, just showing how quick she is off the mark. Finds the backhand down the line.
Oh, can you believe this? Oh, goodness me. Well, there you go, the shake of the head. I don't think they're the only ones. I thought that was it, Anna.
Yeah, I did. And then if you just look at the shot she tries to play here, I'm not really quite sure what it was. It wasn't a drop shot, it wasn't a smash, it was almost something in between, but there was no conviction in it whatsoever.
Dozen juices. Yeah, well played. That's much better from Swiatek.
Well, this time the big fist pump comes out. Just needs to try and will herself forward here. And it took a lot of courage to go for the forehand. Has been ropey at times in this set, but she backs herself again. Champion's mentality.
Well, I'm lost for words. it's this nervy now, isn't it? I can understand why, because both players know how much is riding on this, and when the opportunity comes to win, fear takes over.
Oh, no, I'm feeling nervous for both of them as well, just sat here watching.
Well, I was about to say they'll earn their sit down, but they've got another game after this still to come. But my word, when they do sit down, they'd have definitely earned it. This has been a marathon game. The pendulum for now just swings over towards Swiatek. And there we have it. Hold a serve via the most scenic of routes for Iga Swiatek. The bigger picture is she has stopped the little run that Sara Bajnech was having. But that was tough going. It has been a tough... Wow, look at that. 53 minutes for 4-2. That shows you how long this has been. But Swiatek will be delighted that she's got a cushion back.
Oh, absolutely. Just found a way to get through that game, and oh, it'll almost feel like a break of serve, won't it? I wonder whether she's going to be able to relax again.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Play continues. Please take your seats, please.
Yeah, I was going to say we had a lot of people waiting to come in, and they've had a long wait, and there we can see they're filing in, really. Should be change of ends. I know they can come through around the sides, but there's a lot of people coming in. But I think Bajnech's mentality will still be pretty positive here, because from where she was 3-love down in the second set, she knows she's now making Swiatek work. And yes, she didn't win the game, but plenty of positives. If she can just hold here, she'll fancy getting more chances on Swiatek's serve.
As you said, she'll take a lot of confidence as well with just the amount of unforced errors as Swiatek is now producing. She'll still feel like she's in this. Yes, she'll be disappointed she wasn't able to get the break back, but this second set has a very, very different complexion now.
Oh, look at the raw numbers. 6 games in the first set, 28 minutes. 6 games in this second set, 53. So it's a completely different picture now. It's much closer. Has to be careful of those, though. Yeah, just about enough angle there, and took so much off the ball. Swiatek couldn't adjust her feet and get back.
Oh, nice finish. Again, willing to make the move forward. She sees the Swiatek just opening up the racket face. Just does enough with that backhand volley.
Well, Compared to the last game, that was an absolute breeze. Baylet getting through, and she'll take confidence here. She's serving well. Swiatek, well, I'm sure we made to work in the next game. Let's see what happens. Swiatek 4-3.
Time.
Well, I think we can file those last two games under eventful. Any thoughts on how this Swiatek service game is going to go, Anna?
Yeah, good question. I'm hoping not 13 juices, and I think she is as well. A nice routine service game here.
Yeah, and I think that the Swiatek mindset now has long gone away from the statement win. It's now a case of get over the line in straight sets. Don't make this messy or make it uncomfortable. Just get to 6 games, get out and try and learn some lessons. Yeah, good start. Excellent first couple of points from Swiatek.
It might also be there's just a little bit of rust as well. Let's remember she hasn't played since Wimbledon, first competitive match.
Thing is, though, at the start of the match, you would never have thought it. Started so well, looked like she'd been playing week in, week out, was rattling through the games, everything was coming off, and then out of nowhere the wheels came off. But credit to her, she's this is a much better service game given what happened before. Oof, wow, a bit of heart and a bit of feeling there from Swiatek. That's the sort of service game she would have wanted after what happened before. And she has reasserted her authority now in this match. Just a game away from the next round, a set and 5-3.
And that was a statement hold of serve, wasn't it? And that was the Swiatek we saw in the opening 9 games.
just happen too much. Those mistakes from Bejlek, particularly off the forehand, just can't afford it at this level.
All of a sudden, the Świątek forehand is looking a bit more consistent, isn't it? She's hitting through the ball a little bit better, going after it a bit more.
Yeah, you can't overemphasise the importance of whoever came out the winning side of that 3-2 epic would have all the momentum. 22 minutes, by the way, that game, I've just been told. Only 6 minutes less than the whole of the first set.
For Bejlek, she'll still feel like she's in this one. If she can just get a hold of serve here, and with the wobble that Świątek had early on, she'll feel like she can get the first couple of points on the Świątek service game. She's still got a chance.
Yeah, almost ran out of space there, Bejlek. Plenty of Polish fans spread around centre court. It was a very straightforward 35-40 minutes, but they've been put through the ringer the last 25-30 minutes, but Świątek is just a couple of points away now from getting the job done. Ooh, wow, gifted that one. Only the third double of the match for Bejlek, but it now puts Świątek on the verge of the next round. And her fans are in good voice. We're at juice again.
I know. How many times have we seen that in this second set? She'll be annoyed she wasn't able to find the return.
Beautifully done. Just took an extra second or so, picked a spot. Match point number 2 now for Iga Świątek. Done it again at juice. Goodness me. Well, that is 2 double faults in this service game, and only 2 into the whole of the match before this for Bejlek. It is nervy. It's gifted Świątek a third chance to book a place in the third round. Oh, and she does it with a huge slice of good fortune. Well, held her hand up on the way to the net to apologise to Sada Bejlek. straight sets win for Iga Swiatek, and it was all very straightforward for the first 9 games. She didn't drop any games. And then a wobble came, and it was anything but straightforward for Swiatek to get over the line. But she has done 6-love, 6-3 in an hour and 34.
Oh, where do you start with that one? She was pretty much on cruise control, wasn't she, for the opening 9 games? 6-love, 3-love. And you thought she was cruising to a place in the next round, and then all of a sudden an almighty wobble for Swiatek, and she managed to find a way, but almost tinted with a little bit of disappointment with the way that second set went. But most importantly, she's in the next round.
Yeah, I think she's going to be her own worst critic. She'll be pleased on paper to get past an opponent who's going to be very tricky given her form this season, dropping just 3 games. She'd have taken that before the start of the match, but I don't think in any way, shape or form should have taken how things nosedived when she was 3-love down, and that'll be something that she'll be hoping doesn't happen again, and her opponents will look at and think, well, it could happen. So yeah, there'll be, as you say, tinges of disappointment for Swiatek there.
And I think it was just the size of the wobble as well. You know, it was always going to be tough to maintain that level, but I think it's just the way that the forehand went missing, just the amount of unforced errors that came, but just relied on all her fighting spirit, her movement, just to be able to get over the line.
Well, let's have a listen to what she says about this. It'll be very interesting, her thoughts, Iga Swiatek, on that win.
Congratulations and welcome to Toronto, a battling performance by you. And I just wanted to start by asking how your preparation for not just Toronto, but the hardcourt season has been, because you arrived here early. I think you were the first player to arrive, weren't you? So that the hardcourt season was not too much of a rush. How's that preparation been?
Well, the reason I arrived earlier as well was because I was in Boston for Ariana Grande's show. So, yeah, right after we went here. But I had a lot of time, so I'm really happy about that because I had a chance to have, you know, solid weeks with my coach and kind of, yeah, focus on changing some stuff. And, yeah, I'm happy that I came here early because it's a great city and a lot to do. So I spent really good time here before the tournament.
Yeah, it's been great to have you here. And actually, I did want to ask you about Francisco Roig, of course, Rafael Nadal's former coach. He helped Rafael Nadal, of course, win 22 Grand Slam titles. Now you two are working together. Your first hard court experience. How's that relationship been? I'm sure he's pretty pleased with what he saw today.
We'll see when I talk to him, but for sure, you know, a good start. And yeah, he's really, you know, inspiring me to look at tennis in a little bit different way. So I'm trying to do that, even though, you know, many ups and downs. But, you know, it's all about the process, so you gotta try, and I'm happy that I have him in my team, and he's not here this week, but he's watching, and we're constantly in touch, so he'll be back in Cincinnati.
Well, listen, congratulations, and we'll see you in the next round. Well done. Iga Swiatek, everybody.
Yep. The Iga fans will be delighted with that, and I guess really when you look at all said and done, and 3 games dropped in the first round, she'll be pleased overall. Take the positives.
Yeah, I think she will. I mean, you know, ultimately what's important is she books a place in the next round, which she did. I think obviously Francisco Roig will no doubt have some words to say about that second set and things that she could maybe change, and just the way that they kind of approached it in the wobble, as I said, in that second set. But she can only get better, and it was so impressive, that opening 9 games, and I think those are the kind of positives that she's got to take from that match.
Yeah, those 9 games, that was Iga of old. That was absolutely relentless, and you would have backed her love and love there. But, yep, there was the wobble, but she got over the line, regrouped, and looked solid at the end. But an eventful first match, that is for sure.
Well, let's just take a look at the numbers. Well, I think that roller coaster match would be interesting if you could put the first set next to the second, isn't it? You look at that unforced error count, 27. And only 3 of those came in the first set, 24 in the second for Swiatek. And she'll want to go back to the drawing board, I think, in terms of that. But other than that, the serve percentage was good. She won a high percentage behind that first serve as well. And she was effective on the ground stroke. She hit a lot of winners compared to just 8 for Bailik.
Beginning to take shape today, Iga Swiatek books a place there where she will face either Donna Vekic, Victoria Golubic. Just to let you know, they're out on court 4 into a third set.